Last year, I've reviewed the OG UGREEN HiTune and found it to be a solid earbuds for the price. Skip forward to 2021 and UGREEN has basically done it again. This is the all-new UGREEN HiTune X5, a $50 earbuds that combines great build quality, nice punchy sound, complete controls, great microphone quality, and also great gaming mode worthy of being my gaming recommendation. The thing is, it's got quite an interesting design that could impact the sound quality quite significantly. So let me tell you everything about this earbuds. We're gonna compare this to my top recommendations and hopefully in the end, you'll know if this is the right purchase for you. Let's get started. Selamat pagi! Good morning everyone, Kenneth here and welcome to my review of the UGREEN HiTune X5. I'll put the full disclosure in the description, but as always, rest assured because you are getting my own honest opinion. If you're new to the channel, I focus on tech and audio, especially on the true wireless earbuds world, so if that's something of your interest, do consider subscribing and let's get straight to the point by talking about one of the most important aspects, the sound quality. So being a $50 earbuds, I'd naturally compare it with my favorites in this price range, which is the Feel T1 Lite that's known for its treble focus sound and the Soundpeats True Engine 3 SE that sounds more on the warmer side with more prominent bass. These are pretty neck and neck in terms of staging and separation. So the question is, where does the X5 stand? Starting with Hotel California by Eagles, the UGREEN HiTune immediately reminded me of the Soundpeats Sonic. Compared to both the Feel and the 3SE, this has more of a V-shaped EQ, which means much more boosted lower frequencies as well as the upper frequencies. So not only the bass guitar becomes more prominent in the mix, you'll also hear more of that distorted guitars and hi-hat sounds as well. The problem is, the X5 is not as good when it comes to separation and sound staging, especially in the depth feeling, so the vocals feel like playing right along with the instruments in a horizontal section, and among that instruments, the bass stands out and kind of blurring the separation so you cannot pinpoint where exactly each instruments are placed, which could be done easily on the 3SE and the Feel T1 Lite. Now moving on to a soft pop song from Akmu, How Can I Love the Heartbreak You're the One I Love? I think the UGREEN does a very good job here recreating airiness in the soundstage, so the whole song feels really light but still focuses on that upper mid-range and treble, so Soohyun, the female vocal, really stand out, sounding super sweet but never lacking on the bass. Compare this to the 3SE that plays the song on a warmer tone with a lot more body to the vocals. I'll take the Feel instead, or the UGREEN even more for that delicate sounding vocals. Finally, moving on to the bassy stuff, in The Weekend by SZA, the UGREEN hits deep. The sub bass rumbles very nicely, not as much as the Soundpeats Sonic, but still slightly more than the 3SE and definitely way more than the Feel. Volume here is also louder than the Sonic, but not as loud as these two, especially the Feel T1 Lite. And I do enjoy the bass response here given their marketing material is talking all about that bass, but here I encountered one potentially big problem. And by that, I mean the design of these earbuds. To be specific, it's the inner nozzle right here. This thing is short, which doesn't fit well on my right ear, so as a result, I'm getting less bass on that side. Changing just the right ear tips to a SpinFit CP360 helps out, but for me, the earbud still doesn't feel right. It's just too shallow for my liking. But again, this is just my ear, and I usually prefer something that fit deeper. That's why I like the 3SE so much, but that might not be the case for you. So you know yourself best. If you have problems with shallow fitting earbuds in the past, then try to look somewhere else. That's pretty much it for the sound quality part. It's not the main reason why you should get the UGREEN HiTune X5. That V-shaped tuning might get a bit sibilant at times in the treble, but the bass is pretty fun. So yeah, whether you like it or not comes back to you. Okay, hit the thumbs up if you liked the video so far, and let's finish talking about the design. So we're coming back to the earbuds here, and I think it looks like you stick an almond seed to a halo earbud. So you have a rounded inner part that sits in your ear concha, providing support while the outer part brings the mic closer to your mouth without sticking out too much. And honestly, it works. The earbuds stay very well and the microphone quality is very good too, as you'll see tested later. It's just really sad that the inner nozzle here is so short. I just wish it could be longer by like a millimeter or two. Now, still on the topic of that short nozzle, you could twist the earbuds clockwise so the mic points downwards and let it just sit on your ear and it'll loosen up the fit so you could hear your surroundings pretty nicely. You know, it's like a semi-open earbuds now. But keep in mind, this way you'll lose a lot of bass response, but I think it would be useful when you're taking this out for a run, for example, and it'll still stay there very well thanks to that inner rounded design. Finally, I recommend you try out all the different ear tip sizes when you first got it, because bass response really goes hand in hand with a tight seal here. So I don't want to hear complaints about the lack of bass in these buds. Frankly, the bass is plenty, you just have to get a good fit first. And also one more tip, you can twist it counterclockwise, so point the microphone towards your mouth to tighten the fit as well. Alright, talking about the build quality real quick, just like any UGREEN I've reviewed before, it does not disappoint. In fact, this is miles better than the cheap plastic case you get with the Feel T1 Lite or the Soundbeats 3 SE here. The most striking difference is the spring-loaded hinge that has a nice heft to it. It is very satisfying to open and close. The overall glossy finish leaves a premium impression, although it does collect grease and fingerprints if you take a closer look. So far, it has not scratched, which is good. This is a nice compact case with a 400 mAh battery inside, 3 LED battery indicator in front, USB-C at the bottom, and at the back you have a handy dandy button that you can tap to check the battery or hold for 3 seconds to put the earbuds to pairing mode. Honestly, the build quality couldn't get any better than this. Now, as per usual, you also see QCC3040 chip here, which brings dual mode Bluetooth, so you could switch between one earbud or both earbuds seamlessly. You have pretty good battery life that plays music for about 6 hours, a little bit more than that actually at 50% volume. But curiously enough, there's no sign of aptX adaptive support, only standard aptX. I don't think it's a big deal though, but I just wonder why. Talking about the controls, as you can see right here, they're doing it a bit different than usual with 1 tap for play and pause and 2 taps instead for volume control. But it works fine, and the game mode toggle is put on 4 taps, which means no matter which sides you wear, you always have voice assistant and gaming mode in control. Also, the earbuds has a very nice sounding voice prompts. I rarely talk about this, but I like it. Furthermore, the touch sensor is responsive and very well placed, mostly thanks to the design. Your fingers could safely rest on the side and you will basically never have any accidental touches because it only detects tap here. It's worth noting that when you're only using the left side, the previous song gesture will not automatically switch to the next song, but it rarely does. Finally, as far as connectivity goes, in my entire week using these buds, I haven't yet to experience any issues like audio stuttering or sudden disconnection. Audio is solid even in gaming mode, which is great to see. I've edited videos on my Mac with these and found them to be perfectly usable as well, so rest assured on that part. Okay, we're almost done now. Once again, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and let's check out the latency test and the microphone test right now.
do it for you. The Nadia M7 will vacuum for you, it'll mop your floors, and it will do your normal mode. Your dishes, but it will do all the other stuff. So what are you waiting for? Pick up the phone and dial 555-555 and pick up that super special limited offer.
Alright, welcome to the call test, everyone. Right now you're listening to the UGREEN HiTune X5. Let's identify which mic is being used right now. Both of them has mics. It's just a matter of which mic that's used at that specific time. And again, this is an indoor setting where nothing is going around right now. The room is completely silent, and this is the best case scenario that you can get from the UGREEN HiTune X5. All right, let's bring it outside right now and let's see how the noise reduction handles outside noise. Okay, so now we are on the UGREEN HiTune, and what do you think of the sound quality? Welcome to the outdoor call test, by the way, and you can see the motorcycles and cars zooming past right behind me. And yeah, I hope this will be a pretty realistic approach to how your mic will sound like in real life. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the call test. Let's compare it to the benchmark of the test right now, the AirPods Pro. All right, so as a comparison, this is how the AirPods Pro sounds, and can you hear a difference between the noise cancellation in the background? Is it a little bit less than before, or is my voice sounding clearer than before? Again, I'm not comparing this due to the price difference, but it's just that I wanted to keep track of all the earbuds that I tested and compared to the AirPods Pro, just like you have a good baseline there in every of my videos. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the test. Let's go back upstairs and we'll finish the video. So the latency reached 200 milliseconds on my iPhone, and the microphone is not that different to the AirPods Pro. Color me impressed. Other than the shallow fit doesn't play well with my ears, it is really hard to fault the UGREEN HiTune X5. Sound is pretty fun, battery life is good, and most importantly, that build quality is above anything else you get at this price range. Perhaps the Realme Buds Air 2 is the only one that gets close. So yeah, once again I say you can't go wrong with these, only reconsider if you like a more deep fitting earbuds. So that wraps it up for the review. Let me know if you have any more questions. We could talk more on Instagram and Twitter as well. And don't forget to use the affiliate links in the description when you are buying stuff, because it will really help the channel out. But that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kenneth, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.